Welcome to this StoryMaps tutorial. Today I'll show you some of the major features of ArcGIS StoryMaps through an example I'm making about the changing path of the Mill River in Northampton. A story map offers an effective method for converting your narratives into interactive material. It's a tool you can use to pair text with interactive or static maps, images, and other media and create an engaging and immersive interface. When you finish making your story map, you can publish your map so others can view it. Search ArcGIS StoryMaps, and when prompted to log in, click your organization's URL and type Smith College in the box. Then you'll hit the blue Spatial Analysis Lab button. When you're logged in to StoryMaps, a dashboard will open where you can see any story maps that you may have made and published or are in progress. If you look down to the left, you can also see other quick links that will bring you to other tutorials and help pages, as well as show you published story maps for your inspiration. To create a new story map, look to the top right corner of the screen and press the blue Create button and hit Story on the drop-down menu. When you first open StoryMaps, it's going to automatically give you this layout where you can add a title, subtitle, and cover image or video. It puts your name in automatically, and so this is what people will first see when they're opening your map. So to add text, simply click and type in the boxes. To add a cover image or video, look to the top right side and click on the Add a Cover Image or Video button, and this allows you to upload files from your computer. If you want to change the arrangement or colors of the story map, look to the menu on the top and click the Design button. It shows you different formatting options and themes, so I'm going to choose this one for my map. If you click on the plus sign below the title screen, this is how you access the block palette. This will appear towards the bottom of each section you have created in StoryMaps. The block palette is organized by function, which includes basic features, data visualization techniques, incorporating media, and immersive blocks. And this is the core of builder options that you have for StoryMap. In this tutorial, I'm walking you through a few of the options found in the block palette, starting with basic features. To add text, click on the text option and type in the text box that appears, and then you can change the text style, orientation, and color. You can also add a separator to break up your text or signal a transition to a new section. I like to do this so it's not as visually dense. I want to add more text, so you'll see me do this here. Moving on to data visualization, I'm showing you how to add an express map to your story. So express maps allow you to embed simple locator and distribution maps in your story map. You can add drawn features to the map, including points, lines, or areas alongside text pop-ups and other annotations to help you build your narrative. Click on the block palette and under Data Visualization, click on Map, and this will open up a menu of all of the web maps you may have already made with ArcGIS Online. You can select a map you've already created, or you can press the button at the top that says Create Express Map. Starting off with the Create Express Map button. This will bring you to a page where you can add drawn features and information to a basic map. The first step is to search the area that you want to show on your map. So I'm going to search Northampton, Massachusetts. It gives you the option to add this as a point, but I'm just going to continue moving it to the scale that I want it to be in. So you can see along the top a menu of different feature options. You can add points, areas, and lines, both automatically made and freehand. So I will start by adding a point showing the location of Smith College. On the left side, I have the option to add an image or video, name, description, and style change. I'll add some text and a picture now. Now I'm going to freehand draw an area that shows where Paradise Pond is. I've selected this symbol and I'm dragging and clicking where I want the area to be formed. Again, I'll add more information about this point to the left. When you switch tabs, you also have the option to change the base map or make the base layer an image. There are additional map configuration options, such as adding a legend as well. So hit save, and then you'll be able to choose the orientation you'd like your map to have. If I select a map that I've already created, it will allow me to adjust the layers shown, add a legend, and other map configuration options. However, I won't be able to add additional points or annotations. After you've made your adjustments, hit save. As you can see, the map is now saving as an interactive map within your story map, and you can adjust the orientation of the map on the page here. It's always a good idea to add a caption to your maps and images, and this is conveniently automatically given as an option. Adding a swipe block is an option in the media menu of the block palette. It's an effective method for visual comparison, and it really allows you to compare two maps or images side by side using an interactive slider. So to show you how this works, I'll start by clicking the swipe option from the block palette. As you can see, you're given 3 options for what to add on either side of the slider, and first I'm going to choose the web map option so that I can compare 2 different layers of my Mill River map. I want to show the surficial geology around the Mill River, which is a layer I have on my web map. And on one side I'll show this map with the layer on, and on the other I'll show this map with the layer off. You can see that they automatically align once I've inserted them, and adjust their placement with the top menu. I'll now show you this with images. In ArcGIS Pro, I made these 2 maps and exported them. They were both made to the same scale and alignment. I upload one on the left and one on the right, and I can adjust their size and layout with the top menu. As you can see, using a slider is a great tool for visual comparison between 2 maps or images. In this section, I'll demonstrate how to create and add map tours. A map tour blends a map with media and descriptive text to present a series of related locations to your audience. This feature provides an immersive full-screen experience within your story map. There are 2 layout styles available, Guided and Explorer, and I'm going to walk you through both options here. In a guided map tour, places are organized in a specific order, letting viewers move step by step through each location. The Explorer map tour, by contrast, offers grid and list layouts, making it ideal for sets of locations that can be viewed in any order. Each location in either layout includes a media panel which can display photos or videos alongside narrative text to enrich the story. The beginning steps are the same for both. Click the plus button to open the block palette and select Map Tour. You can choose to start from scratch, upload sets of photos, or upload a feature layer. The Upload Photos option allows you to batch upload images where 1 point is created per image. Importantly, the photos have to be geotagged for this to work. You can also upload a feature layer you have that has at least 1 point layer and images that are stored as attachments. For the purpose of this tutorial, we're just going to start from scratch. So here's where we can choose a layout, guided, or explorer. I'll start by choosing one of the guided tour options. You can choose to make it map-focused or media-focused. I'm trying to provide information specific to the map of the Mill River, so I feel it makes the most sense to just choose the map-focused option. When I first open this, I'll see a blank base map. I'll click the Edit button at the top of the screen, and then I'll go in to select a base map. I'll click Browse More Maps so that I can add my own base map. I'll hit Save, and then it will open a menu where I can start to input my points. To add a point, I want to hit the Add Location button at the bottom of this hovering block, which will let me add a point wherever I want it. When I add the point, I have the option to keep it at the zoom level I've selected, or to let the tour automatically assign it. Now I'm adding a title and text associated with my point. To add more points, look to the menu at the bottom where you see Slides, and hit the blue plus sign. It will open up another area to add text and a location, so I'll again go through and hit Location to place my second point, etc. Now I want to add images to my points. For this first point, I'll hit Upload Image to insert an image of the Felt building on the site of where the river was diverted in 1940, and I'll fit it so that it isn't cropped, and then I'll switch to the Accessibility tab, add alternative text describing the image, and this is important in case it isn't loading. This is just generally good practice when creating public materials. For the second point, I'm uploading a map made by the Mill River Greenway Initiative. Go into Image Options, select Fit so the image isn't cropped, and allow readers to expand the image to full size. For fun, I'll change the background color of the image for higher contrast. Then I'll add attribution text. This map was made by the Mill River Greenway Initiative, and it's really important to cite your sources and cite your image sources. Now as I scroll down, the map tour will take me to the points in the order I plotted them to the zoom level that I plotted them. The Explorer map tours can be in either a list or grid option, and the points will not be numbered so you can explore them in any order. I'm plotting points of several of the major features of the Mill River and surrounding landscape. I'm choosing the List option. Once again, I'll select the Edit option at the top of the page. I'll go into Select Base Map and I'll click Browse More Maps to open up my own map. Now I'll select the Untitled Tour Point option to begin inputting my point information. I'll start by adding the location, which then allows me to go in and place the point at my desired zoom level. The way that you add text, title, images, and videos is the same here as it is in the guided tour. I'll go ahead and add my points on the Connecticut River Oxbow, Paradise Pond, and finally I'll add Holbert's Pond, which is important to the history of the Mill River. You can see here in a list format all three of my points. There are no numbers assigned to these points, and so you can click through and explore them in any order you want. You'll see that it takes you to the zoom level that you selected. To show you what it looks like with the grid option, you can hit the Layout button in the bottom left corner of the screen. It will automatically convert your points into the next layout. Just to give you one more example, I'll go in and hit the Layout button one more time, select the Media Focused Guided Tour option, and you'll see that it makes the image take up the largest part of the screen, and the map will be in the small portion where the image used to be. Now I'm just going to add some finishing touches. I want to add more text, so you'll see me do this here, and I also want to add an image, which is a feature in the block palette. The final feature that I want to add is a timeline of major flooding events. And to give you an example, I'll show you a few of these dates inputted here. This is just one of many stylistic options you have within StoryMaps to make your story more visually engaging. If I want to explore final design options before I publish my map, I'll go in to the Design tab at the top corner of the screen, and I'll select different themes. At the bottom of the story, there's a designated section where you can add your citations, and then when you've finalized your map, you can then hit the Publish button in the top right corner. You can make final adjustments to the name of the story and then decide who you want this story to be visible to. And here's the finished product. You're able to interact with the different blocks that you've inserted, and overall, it creates a very engaging and interactive way to publish a story alongside map content. And that wraps up this StoryMaps tutorial. Thanks for listening. If you would like further StoryMap help, check out the Esri resources page and check out the StoryMap gallery for further inspiration.